Hi guys, it's Mena, and today in this video I'm going to do a movie review, and since today's my birthday, I thought why not review another one of my favorite childhood films, sorry my shirt, I had to fix my shirt, anyway, which is Charlotte's Web. So Charlotte's Web is about this pig named Wilbur, who is voiced by Henry Gibson, who is sold to a barn seller, and he learns that while he's there, he's going to be turned into smoked bacon and ham, and he doesn't want to die, and then he meets the spider named Charlotte, who is voiced by Debbie Reynolds, who tries to come up with a way to help save his life. Okay, so to start off, I love Charlotte's Web. It was one of my all-time favorite movies to watch when I was younger. Like, I watched a lot of films when I was a kid, like Beauty and the Beast, Fox and the Hound, Oliver and Company, and yada yada yada. But this one I remember watching quite a lot when I was little. I used to drive my mom insane with this, just as much as the Fox and the Hound, probably. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the director. This was directed by Charles August Nichols, and Charles August Nichols, I'm pretty familiar with his work. He's directed a lot of pretty interesting cartoons, like I've seen, like the Jetsons. I like the Jetsons, Johnny Quest, which is okay. The Flintstones, which is one of my favorite cartoons, Scooby-Doo show, and I love Scooby-Doo. If you guys watch your channel, you know that I love Scooby-Doo. And Hong Kong Phooey, which is okay. Okay, so yeah, he's directed a lot of cartoons. Now I'm going to talk about the characters. I really like Wilbur. I like how he's curious and wants to see things and try new things. And he'll do, like, his best, and even though he fails at it, and even though he kind of annoys other characters, he starts to, he finds a way to get along with them. He kind of reminds me of Danny from Cats Don't Dance a little bit. And he's a pig, and he's voiced by Henry Gibson. And Henry Gibson, I recognize him from the Smurfs show and the Amanda show. Next, I'm going to talk about Charlotte. I really like Charlotte because I like how she becomes Wilbur's first friend, and she knows everything about him. And she's very clever. She'll do whatever it takes to save his life, even if it's like even though she loses her life later on. Sorry if I get away for those who haven't seen it. And she is very kind and thoughtful of everyone. And she's a spider, and she's voiced by Debbie Reynolds. And she's in Singing in the Rain, and she plays Kathy Selden. Next I'm going to talk about Templeton, and he's a rat. I like Templeton because I like how he's kind of selfish, but at the same time he does care for Wilbur and will help him all the time. I really like that, even if Charlotte forces him to do it. And he's voiced by Paul Lynde, and Paul Lynde, I'm not familiar with him in anything else but this movie. Next I'm going to talk about Jeffrey. I like Jeffrey because I like how he sees Wilbur as kind of a father figure, and he follows him around as a big brother, not father figure, I mean big brother, sorry, my bad. And he follows him all over the place. It's really cute. Cute to watch someone really young follow someone a little bit older all over the place. It's really, really cute. Cute, and he, like, thinks it, and he'll do whatever, and he wants to be around him all the time. It's really cute. And he's a Gosling, and he's voiced by Don Messick. And Don Messick, I recognize his voice from Tom and Jerry the movie, and he does the voice of Droopy. Next, I'm going to talk about the goose, and this is Jeffrey's mother. I like her because she's pretty stuttering, like she'll kind of repeat herself a little bit. He takes after my side of the fam. Like, for example, this is what she says. This is a line from the movie. He takes after my side of the family. Yeah, I can't do it obviously, but but that's kind of a little bit stuttery. So she's pretty stuttery, and she's voiced by Agnes Moorehead. And Agnes Moorehead, I recognize her as Miss Snow from the movie Pollyanna. Next, I'm going to talk about Ram. The Ram. The Ram is one of the animals in the barn cellar, who seems to, like, kind of find Wilbur a little annoying, but later on in time he starts to warm up to him. And he was voiced by Dave Madden, and Dave Madden, I do not recognize him in anything else but this movie. Next I'm going to talk about the baby ram. I like the baby ram because I like how he immediately wants to become friends with Wilbur, even though his father won't let him, but he still talks to him and stuff, and, like, will hang around with Wilbur. It's really cute. Next I'm going to talk about the humans. Now, Now this one I'm gonna talk about is Fern. I like Fern because I like how she runs away and how she runs to save Wilbur from being killed, even though he is a really small pig and he'll die anyway. But she takes such good care of him and raises him and feeds him and treats him kind of like a human baby. It's super cute. And and I like how later on as she grows up, Wilbur, she kind of starts to, I find it sad how kind of she and Wilbur kind of like don't have that close relationship after she kind of starts to grow up. It's kind of sad, but I do like how she and Wilbur did have quite a cute little relationship when he was a baby. And she's voiced by Pamela Ferdin, and Pamela Ferdin, I do not recognize him in anything else, her, in anything else but this movie. Next I'm going to talk about Avery. I like Avery because, what I like about Avery is I like how he's into spiders and frogs and amphibians. It's pretty cool. Like he collects bugs and reptiles. It's really interesting. Like he brings a frog in the house and he'll try to collect a spider. Here. Spider, I really like that about him. And he'll like try, and he always gets into mischief. And he's voiced by Danny Bonaduce, and Danny Bonaduce, I do not recognize him in anything else but this movie. Oops, you know what character I forgot to put on my list is, Henry Fussy. Whoops, my bad, I forgot to put Henry Fussy on my list. So Henry Fussy, what I like about him is I like how he doesn't kind of know how to have fun. Like his mom kind of takes the fun away from him, which is kind of sad because it's kind of sad to see people who like don't really want to have fun, don't know how. It's kind of sad. So like he like tries to have fun a lot with Fern, but his mom just won't let him. It's really sad. And I don't know who voices him because I accidentally forgot to put him on the list, but I just totally remembered to like put him on at the last minute, and I just thought about that. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, next I'm going to talk about John Arable. What I like about John Arable is I like how at first he wants to kill Wilbur just because he's a small baby runt, but I like how later on he changes his mind when he sees his daughter cry. And he's pretty soft and will do whatever it takes to take care of his family and even sell something that his daughter was attached to. And he's voiced by John Stevenson, and John Stevenson, I recognize him from a couple movies like Yogi's First Christmas, and he plays Doggy Daddy, Mr. Dinwell, and the Jetsons Meet the Flintstones and Mr. Slate, and he's in Holly Rockabye Baby, and he plays Mr. Slate, and I Yabba Dabba Doo, and he also plays Mr. Slate, and a Flintstones Christmas Carol, and he also plays Mr. Slate. Next I'm going to talk about Miss Arable. What I like about her is I like how she sees her husband change after she witnesses him, after she notices he his daughter saved a baby pig, and she's so caring and takes care of her family and makes sure that they're safe and helps them. I really like that. And she's voiced by Martha Scott. Martha Scott, I do not recognize her in anything else but this movie. Next I'm going to talk about Homer Zuckerman. For those who don't know, is Fern and Avery's uncle. Yeah, and what I like about him is I like how he takes Wilbur in and cares for him, even though he lives in a barn cellar. Like, he pretty much cares for him. And then what's sad later on is he wants to kill him, to sell him to be killed, and it's really sad. And he will But then later on, I like how he changes his mind after he witnesses like the writings that Charlotte creates. And he's voiced by Bob Holt. And Bob Holt, I think I've heard of him, but I can't remember what he's in. Next, I'm going to talk about Edith Zuckerman, who is Homer Zuckerman's wife. What I like about her is I like that she begins to, she's amazed when she notices the writing on Charlotte's Web, and I like that she cares for her family and sees her husband make great decisions. I really like that. And she's voiced by Joan Gerber, and Joan Gerber, I've seen in so many movies that if I named them all, that would take up so much time. Next, I'm going to talk about Lurvy. What I like about Lurvy is I like how he cares for the animals, takes care of them, and feeds them, and he makes he does his best to do his job. It's really cool. And he's voiced by Herb Vigran, and Herb Vigran, I don't know what he's in. So I'm going to talk about the setting next. I really like the setting. I like how it's kind of a farm area, and it's got really good color in it. I don't know I forgot what the animation is. My assumption that it is Technicolor, but I don't remember what the animation is. If it's not Technicolor, I'll correct it in annotation. And I like how everything looks so realistic, like the trees, the grass, the ground and the farm, the fence, the wood on the houses. It's really cool. And I like Maine. It's a really nice state, it seems. Next, I'm going to talk about songs. I like There Must Be Something. I like how it has a soft and a medium slow tone. It's really nice. And this is sung by Fern. Next one is I Can Talk. This is probably my most favorite song out of all the songs in this movie. I like how it has an upbeat, happy song, and it's really fun, and it's like one that gets stuck in my head quite a lot. Next, I'm going to talk about Chin Up. This is a song that that's kind of supposed to make you smile, like cheer you up when you're down and something's bothering you. And this is sung by Charlotte. Did I mention Wilbur sings I Can Talk? I think so. Yeah. The next one is We Got Lost in Common, and this is sung by Wilbur and the Farm Animals. I like this song because it talks about how even though some things are different, they can kind of be the same in certain ways. It's really cool. I like Deep in the Dark, and this is a pretty good song. It's sung by Charlotte, and this talks about like sleeping, animals sleeping. It's a really nice song, and it's sung by like a choir of Charlotte's Web. I don't remember. Next, I'm going to talk about Mother Earth and Father Time. What I like about this song is I like how this talks about like how the seasons change and time changes on and what happens in the time. It's pretty nice. It is true. Time does change. And this is sung by Charlotte. And next one I'm talking about is A Veritable Smorgasbord. I think this is a pretty interesting song because it talks about going to a fair and what kind of food there's going to be. Sorry. Oh boy, I'm going to have to talk really fast. My time's almost up. Next I'm going to talk about A Veritable, and this is sung by the Goose because she's talking about what's at the fair for Templeton to do. Because if he doesn't want to go, but she encourages him in this song. And then A Veritable Smorgasbord Reprise. This is sung by Templeton as he's at the fair because he sees like food there, and then he goes around and eats it. It's pretty funny. Sorry for the giveaway for those who haven't seen it. Next, I'm going to talk about Zuckerman's favorite pig, Miss Pig. This is sung by a barbershop quartet. This is a pretty catchy song to march to. It's pretty fun to sing along to, and I like the beat too. Okay, I would recommend Charlotte's Web to anybody who likes animals, cute songs, because this has a ton of cute songs, a good story, because it is such a good story. Okay, so that was my review on Charlotte's Web. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!